I mean, obviously the first game's finally here, Saturday against Wesleyan. It's been a long time coming, I guess, since April, whatever day that was, 4th, 5th, 6th, sometime when I took the job. And the guys are doing a good job. They've still been very coachable. You know, we got a couple guys that are not going to be in the opener just because of injuries. But everybody else I plan on using, and you know, as long as we stay injury-free the next couple of days, I'm going to try not to do too much. I'm going to do some 5-on-5. You know, I've learned from over the years, the more up and down you do against each other, as it gets closer, the more likely it is something might happen. Somebody's tired, somebody not paying attention, gets hit, you know, out. Since we're already too short, I don't want to get anybody hurt, and I just want their legs to be fresh for the opener.
Is Jaquel Richmond one of those who's
Yeah, Jaquel, yeah. I mean, he hasn't practiced in 2.5 weeks, whatever it is. It's just a calf strain. So he's been doing some stuff lately, riding a stationary bike, trying to do a little bit of running, but it's just not there yet, and he's going to be really rusty. He was having a great preseason for us, and, you know, just be a little setback, but we'll get him back at some point. And then Matt Elmore is the one that's out also, just his knee's been bothering him.
Just talk about this week, coming off of that exhibition. Did you feel something different in practice after they were able to go against other guys? Were practices different?
Since we got back?
Yeah.
Well, we have only had one practice since we got back because we had to add that exhibition in late. We had to take an extra day off this week because of schedule purposes, and you can only have 30 practice activities, you know, over the first 42 days. So we've actually only had one practice, and you know, it was good. But I think that what we got out of Saturday, our close scrimmage, and Sunday, our exhibition game, was invaluable. I mean, I think the guys did a nice job. Played pretty unselfish. We got shots where we wanted to get shots. You know, we didn't get as many stops as we wanted to in some of the games. But you know, I didn't think I didn't see any glaring problems. I told them we were close. You know, close to getting to about ready to play in a first game. But you know, sometimes close isn't good enough, and we got to work this week to, you know, shore up all those little fine lines and details so we can come out and play the best that we can play.
How do you prepare for Saturday when it's a team that you are expected to win and beat them?
We're just preparing to get better every day ourselves. You know, we haven't worked on Wesleyan at all. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they run. That's for, you know, each assistant has a different scout, and the day before a game is when we'll go over the scouts and do those kind of things. But we're just preparing on trying to play our best and making sure that we know what we want to execute in our game plan, whether it's Wesleyan, whether it's Davidson, whether it's, you know, the Boston Celtics. You know, we want to make sure that we know what we need to do to be successful, not necessarily what they do to be successful, but what we need to do.
You've prepped for so many games, you know, over your career. Has it set in that Saturday will be the first as a head coach?
It hasn't set in yet. I'm sure it won't set in until I'm killing the last hour trying to figure out what to do before that game starts. You know, usually when I was an assistant, I'd be working, if it wasn't my game to scout, I'd be working on the next scout, you know, just killing time at my desk. And now I don't know what I'm going to do. Hopefully try and find something to pass the time. I'm sure, you know, I haven't been nervous yet. I'm sure I will be nervous. You know, you can't script what's going to happen. You can't predict what kind of feelings you're going to have, but I assume I'll have a lot of emotions with that because, yeah, you know, first head coaching job at a Division I level is going to be pretty exciting for myself. I hope the team's excited. I'm sure they are. They're ready to play against somebody else and have it count. You know, I know they were excited to get to Chapel Hill and play against ECU, UNCG, and Carolina, obviously, but you know, this will be different. This is the first stepping stone towards the rest of the season.
you didn't have
We've heard so much about Devontae and all the work that he's put in the offseason. Sunday we were finally able to see that. It really opened the eyes of the fans, but also some of those other teams were like, wow, he's really gotten good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he has, you know, and I think in our scrimmage on that Saturday, he didn't miss a shot. And the first two exhibitions, he didn't miss a shot. So we're doing okay, aren't we? You know, I don't know. But we need to get him the ball more. And I've told him it's up to him to get the ball more too. You know, he can't be shying away and you know, hanging back behind the defense. He's got to come get the ball now. It's a little different. But yeah, obviously I know the people on the Carolina staff pretty well, and after the games they're like, man, that number 15 is pretty good. I was like, who's number 15? He's like, your big guy, because I'm not very good at numbers yet. You know, in terms of our team, everybody's asking me who's number 5, who's number 1. You know, I remember number 3. I was like, you know, you got to give me a description. You know, are they small, big? You know, I just know their names and what they look like. I don't pay attention to their numbers in practice. Obviously, as the years go, I'll remember who's who. But you know, I know who my best players are and who my guys are that I need to get a lot better. But he's been impressive. You know, he was an impressive athlete when I got here, and his work ethic and his desire to get better was really impressive. And he's been very coachable, has never said boo, and just worked. And obviously, what you saw is just a piece of what we need him to do. You know, we need him to be more than that. And I know that the fans, you know, I never saw Devontae play a game previous to when I got here. So I didn't know what the fans were expecting other than when he dunks the ball, we all like it, you know. And so he had a few dunks and they like that, but I haven't seen as many dunks in our practices as I have the free throw line jumpers and the jump hooks, you know, and that's what I like to see. You know, yes, I want him to dunk the ball, but there's going to be pretty good defenses out there that are going to, you know, be in the way. So he needs to do all those other things like he did on Sunday.
You said, I mean, you talked about the Jamboree, and you didn't have any official exhibition games. So do you have a better idea going into Saturday how all the pieces on your team will fit against another team?
Well, I mean, I know what type of lineups I want to use, and the guys that, you know, are probably going to start the game and those kind of things as long as we stay injury free. But you know, we're going to use different combinations. You know, with Jaquel being out, Jeffrey Gary was playing a lot more point guard because when Jaquel was healthy, he was the 2. And now with him out, you know, Ty Taylor's the only other 2 that's sort of out there. You know, Jay Estime and Jalen can play 2, 3, whatever. So we can use a lot of different combinations as a 2-3, injury or not. And I'm a big guy that I sort of coach on feeling who's playing well and who's playing well together at the time. You know, some days 2 guys might play really well together for some reason. They're just clicking, and some other days they might not. So I'm not going to just stick to what, you know, if I got some script, I'm not just going to stick to that. I'm going to stick to who's playing best at that time for what we need.
Will the initial lineup look pretty similar to what you put out there on in the Jamboree?
Yeah. I mean, as long as everybody can go, we'll start the same 5 that we started against our first exhibition game, UNCG. Yeah, and then ECU we decided to start just the people that didn't play as much. Jeff and I both decided that, and but yeah, that's who we go with. You know, I'm comfortable with that. But like I said, I mean, Jay Estime, Jeffrey Gary, Trey Kalina, they did some nice things in those scrimmages. Jackie Brown did some nice things. He's starting to feel more comfortable. You know, he really struggled early in preseason practice, but he wasn't with us all summer. You know, the freshmen and Trey were here for the second semester of summer school, and then Jackie got here after, you know, the summer was already over. So it was sort of his growing pains early in our season, and now he's starting to feel comfortable and doing the things that I remember him having the capability of doing.
With all those lineups you talked about, and those 2 guys being out, Matthew and Jaquel, do you plan on trying to empty out the bench to give everybody a chance to show what they can do?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to use whoever I think can help us at that moment. You know, Nick Powell's done some great things in practice, and he's very dependable. And then I used Dan Lataroma at times because our guys were tired. You know, without Matt, you know, we have Trey, Devontae, and Marquis are the only 3 true bigs that we have because Gene Tall's out for the entire season as a transfer. So, you know, if guys are tired, somebody's in foul trouble, yeah, I have to use everybody. You know, but that's only we got 11 players that could possibly play. So it's not like it's 16 guys you got to worry about trying to get in the game and give them some minutes. You know, everybody's going to play a lot and get a lot of opportunity. I mean, I don't think any kid ever plays as many minutes as they actually want to. But, you know, that's just the way it is. I mean, I guess everybody would probably play as much as they want to if you only had 5 guys on your team. but still they'd probably complain about it. No, we're gonna see a lot of guys and give a lot of guys opportunity, and the ones that play the most are the ones that earned it.